Hello, welcome to another video on my channel. I previewed this in a couple videos back. I'm going to be redoing it for our Nail Art Swatch Series 4 Halloween edition. And I'm going to also be redoing this little guy.
Give it to me like
Starting with, okay, so for this one, I'm going to do one with a black background, and then I'm going to do another one with this background to see the difference. It won't be as dark, I don't think. And I'm going to matte again with my the Scorpio matte top coat, and then we're going to just recreate this whole thing. So I've got white that I'm going to use. I've got yellow that I'm going to use. Okay, and then I've got some of these sparklies to use. I got a brown sparkle I'm going to use, which I think is a bit more black. And then I want to use the purple, so and maybe I'll try with a bit of a lighter purple. So we'll try the two purples. Okay. And then that's my, it's really hard to work on these little guys, but these are the Nail Art Swatch series tips that I'm collecting. So we're going to do it on the stilettos. And this is Nail Art Swatch Series 4 Halloween. So I got my tips buffed. First one I'm going to do is with this. So I'm going to put that one aside. Okay. We're going to do one coat of black. Pretty good. And we're going to cure. So you see, that's the other one I'm going to use. It's really cool. It's like a gray, blue, looks like a starry night. It's super cool. So I'm going to use that one on the other one. Okay. We're going to matte it afterwards, okay? But first, we're going to work with this sparkly glitter gel. So I do 2 coats of this. So I'm just putting on the first coat here. It's fairly, it's got a fairly thick consistency. Sorry about the fluff. Let me just get that out. I have literally fluff in everything. So I'm just trying to pull the color through. One coat is not bad. It is a little bit, like you can kind of see the clear in the background, and I didn't really want it that way. So just depending on sort of what you want your background to look like, I think it would have looked okay because I'm going to go over it with that Scorpio matte top coat after. But I really did want to pull more of that silvery gray color through, so I do 2 coats of this, and then I cure. Okay. So I'm going to matte this one. Okay, so that one is that out of the lamp. And then we're going to matte this one to get it ready as well with our Scorpio matte top coat by Madame Glam. And let's see what this one actually does. Let me just pull that up. See how this one looks. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the lamp to cure. So we're going to use the yellow from YOKEFELLOW. Okay, so here I'm just taking my liner brush. I'm just pulling it through the color so that I saturate the teeny little bristles on this brush. And I'm just going to draw. Now I should have done the cross. You ever see people do, you know, you do a cross and then you do the circle. I think that would have helped with making my circle a little rounder, because I do end up fixing one of these sides over here. So I'm just sort of spinning my circle, bringing it up around the side, bringing it out. It doesn't matter at this point if I mess any of the edges up, because I am going to go in and fill it in. So I kept, this is my moon, I kept it closer to the top because I want that curly piece to come in and hit it. So just filling in the center here. I was going to go over this twice because you can see some of this open space here. But then the more I looked at it, I was like, well, this is actually what the moon looks like. The moon has a bunch of these little bumps and open spots on it, craters that you can see from afar. So I figured I would just leave it like this because that's exactly what the moon looks like. So while my other nail is curing, I'm going to draw Jack's head, and I'm going to do it in the white. So I'm going to use my Perfect White by Madame Glam. So now this one, I'm going to do, so I'm going to use some of the YOKEFELLOW sparkly yellow, some of the sparkly gold color, and I'm going to mix them together. And I'm going to use my petal brush this time, so it's a bit thicker. You can see that the bristles are a bit thicker than the liner brush. And I'm just going to shade half of the moon. So I'm kind of putting like a crescent moon within the full moon. Just kind of using that little open space as shading. And then we've still got our craters, so that it still gives that moon appearance with a bit of a moonlit shimmer to it. So I'm just sort of touching up the edges. I'm looking at it from different angles. I'm being a little OCD here with this. I decided not to outline the moon. I thought it would look nicer because it would sort of like blur into the background without that like harsh line. And then once you're happy with it, we pop it in the lamp for 2 minutes. And then once it's out, I'm going to matte top coat with the Scorpio again. And that one, we're just going to do regular matte. Next, I'm going to outline with the black. Okay. So I'm going to outline. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm just going to do this little curly Q thing. Okay, so I obviously did some of this off camera. So I decided, like I said before, not to outline the moon, but I did outline Jack's head. I did his eyes. I did his big wide smile, and then I cured it. So always make sure you flash cure or you cure it, because now I can go in and I can do the little stitching on his lips, and it's not going to smudge or smear together. So one of the issues I had with the first one that I did last time was I didn't flash cure it. I didn't cure it. I did it all together, and you can see the difference. Some of it smudged together. It didn't turn out as crisp, so always flash cure. And then for his nose, I'm doing sort of like an upside down little heart for his skeleton nose holes. Once I'm happy, put him in the lamp. Okay, so while Jack is curing, I've pulled my first one out. You can see that I did a little bit more off camera. So I added some bats in the background, and for the bats I kind of just did like V's, but almost as if I was going to do maybe a heart, but not like a full heart. I don't know if that makes sense. Or how about like a really wide V with little wisps at the end. There we go. I also did some stars at the top and some little dots for some little twinkly stars. And then I'm going in with my purple just to add a little bit of color to the black at the bottom. just because I wanted it to have a little bit more of a nicer transition into that sort of purple background. And I am going to go over this at the end. I'm going to go over it with that Scorpio matte top coat. So if you remember, that one has that purpley shimmer, so it'll kind of turn the bottom. It'll bring out more of that purple, and you'll see it look a little more cohesive together. And then of course, once I'm happy with it, after twisting it around a few times, I'm going to put her in the lamp to cure, and I'm going to work on Jack. So with Jack, I was just working on his jacket. So I did his neck. I did those little spiky bits that are going to be bat wings. And now I'm just filling in with white. So I'm going to fill in most of this with white. And then I'm going to keep that top part black. And I'm going to turn it into a little bat collar for Jack. So Jack is curing. So I've got this one out of the lamp. Now what I did was it was actually a mistake. I did it with a regular top coat because I thought it would, I would like how it would look, and I did not. So, but it actually worked out because it's going to give it some dimension. So this is me going over it again with the Scorpio Sparkly Purple Matte Top Coat. So we're going to cure that too, and then we'll be back for the final reveal. Okay, so first, here is my first one, fully matted. I think it looks amazing. I'm so happy with this one. So this is the recreation of the one that I did in the last 2 videos ago. The shiny, it looks nice, but it's not as crisp. I outlined the moon, which I don't like. Also, my little curly Q, if you see, I think I kept making mistakes, so it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Then we're going to look at Jack. So this is the shiny Jack that I did the first time, which not 100% happy with. And this is the second one. So what I did was I kept him shiny, I kept the back matte, and I think that's enough. I think it's good. I think there's a bit of a contrast there. I didn't want to put anything else because I wanted him to be the focus, and I'm really loving matte. Like I'm really, especially for holidays, fall. So there you go. These are the shiny ones. Let me know which ones you like best. Do you like them shiny or do you like them matte? And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Next video, I'm going to do my own nails. We'll do a nice little Halloween set. But until then, I will see you guys next time.